Oh hey, I'm Glutton McMuffin and this is Unsolicited and Uninformed, the series where I do biceps curls in the hopes that you'll listen to me talk about the things that I like. On this episode, we're going to talk about what I think is a perfect song, Motion Sickness by Phoebe Bridgers. Alright, let's analyze these lyrics. Verse 1, here we go. I hate you for what you did, and I miss you like a little kid. I faked it every time, but that's alright. I can hardly feel anything. I hardly feel anything at all. Okay, so she starts off seething and vindictive, but that's okay because it's a breakup song, or so we think. And she's angry at herself too for missing this guy. And that line about not feeling anything I think is a blatant lie, right? Because artists feel intensely. And so, if you're at the point where you're faking it, my advice is don't just sheath that away like a sexual dagger that you can stab the guy with later, right? You got to talk about it, otherwise it's not going to improve. Okay, verse 2. On a lighter note, we see her dry sense of humor here. You gave me $1,500 to see your hypnotherapist. I only went one time, you let it slide. Fell on hard times a year ago, was hoping you would let it go and you did. And so from here we see that although the guy has more dollars than Phoebe, she definitely has more sense than him, right? Because hypnotherapy, I mean, come on. But she also admits that she used him, and this is kind of like a perversely tender memory, right? Where she used him and he let it go. Okay, now we get the chorus. I have emotional motion sickness. Somebody roll the windows down. There are no words in the English language I could scream to drown you out. Which kind of implies that she needs to move to Japan or something, right? To escape this guy. Okay, verse 3. More comedy. I'm on the outside looking through. You're throwing rocks around your room. Which is just a funny visual. And while you're bleeding on your back in the glass, I'll be glad that I made it out and sorry that it all went down like it did. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is a triple entendre. Because she's sorry that the glass house went down, she's sorry that the relationship went down, and she's also sorry that there are no longer any walls in between them, glass or otherwise, right? And we're gonna come back to that later. Okay, so now we get the chorus twice, but this time with a hilarious variation. Hey, why do you sing with an English accent? I guess it's too late to change it now. What a dig. I mean, but I guess this guy's emulating John and Paul, right, of the Beatles, so he's got good taste, right? Okay, you know I'm never gonna let you have it, but I will try to drown you out. So she's just non-confrontational. And now we finally get to this triumphant bridge where she delivers the entire backstory in two pithy lines, okay? You said when you met me you were bored, and then she reiterates, you said when you met me you were bored, and you were in a band when I was born. And so now we get the whole picture, right? This guy is at least 15 to 20 years older than she is. He's probably like some artist that she admired. He's on the radio, which is why she can't escape him. And he treated her like a plaything. And he told her that he treated her like a plaything. What kind of a jerk says that to someone? And now we get the final chorus where she turns everything upside down. I have emotional motion sickness. I try to stay clean and live without. And I want to know what would happen if I surrender to the sound. Surrender to the sound. And so finally we realize this whole thing is actually a love letter to this guy, right? She's never going to drown him out. The relapse is just around the corner and she knows it. And so the lesson is, artists are sensitive, messy people, right? So if you're an artist, don't get romantically involved with another artist, okay? Find someone reliable, like maybe a doctor or an engineer or something. Otherwise you might end up like Phoebe here, all right? Thanks.